And the question says, the illustration represents a mixture of oxygen, empty circles, so that's an O2, and fluorine, filled circles, molecules. And I'll note that oxygen is typically O2. It is diatomic, and so we're not surprised that oxygen, even though oxygen is the name, it has an O2. Fluorine also diatomic. The molecules react to form OF2 according to the equation oxygen plus two molecules, sorry, let me say that again. One molecule of oxygen reacts with two molecules of fluorine to produce two molecules of oxygen difluoride. So one thing that's missing from this problem, which I'll have to go back and fill in, is how many, I must have forgot to copy and paste it, how many OF2 molecules can be made. I'll go double check that too. And so this is an example of the molecule interpretation of a reaction. And so just like I said, one molecule of oxygen plus two molecules of fluorine reacts to produce two molecules of oxygen difluoride. Of course, many more times we are going to talk about the mole interpretation of this reaction, but I wanted to check in with the molecule interpretation, or what's called the molecular or atomic interpretation. And for me, when I do this, I straight up circle them, and what that means is it takes one molecule of O2 for every two molecules of F2, and so if the oxygen and the two fluorines react, they can combine to make two oxygen difluorides. And I don't know how we draw this, but I'm going to draw it like that. And then I have two more. Oh, sorry, the first one makes two. The next one makes two more. And then the next one makes two more. Right. And so what I've done is, after I circle all those, I have run out of fluorine. And so, although this question did not ask it, some questions could ask, what is the limiting reactant? And fluorine is the limiting reactant. And my abbreviation for limiting reactant is capital L, capital R. And we can see we have one molecule left over of oxygen. Oxygen is the excess reactant. And then to actually answer the question that hopefully is there, and if not, I will put it in shortly. How many OF2 or oxygen difluoride molecules can be made? The answer is going to be 6. Are there any questions about that? This again was the molecular or atomic interpretation, where we actually think about molecules actually reacting, not just moles of molecules reacting, which is more typical.